Yes, yes. Good evening, all. So, myself, I'm Vijay. I hold 20 plus years of experience in different technologies like big data, Hadoop, Spark, and data engineering. So, before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes, fine. Thank you. Yes. So, what is Google Cloud Platform? What is Google Cloud Platform? GCP, GCP Data Engineer, GCP Data Engineer. Roles and responsibilities. Various GCP data engineer. GCP data engineer, right? Yes. What is Google Cloud Platform? GCP data engineer roles and responsibilities. Various GCP data engineer products and services. Job market of GCP. Job market of GCP, right? This is what I'll be discussing. So first, as part of this course, so we have got okay first. Uh, Data engineer using cloud, Google Cloud, right? Yes, Google Cloud. See, generally, why we are going with cloud as compared with on-premises? Why we are going with cloud as compared with on-premises means here in case of on-premises, we need to handle everything. We need to set up our own hardware infrastructure, OS installation, purchasing of database licenses, installation of database server, designing database objects. So to make again, if you want to maintain all those again, separate a team. Hardware team is required, operating system team is required, right? Networking team is required, security team is required, database administrators required. So, but if you go to the cloud environment, you no need to maintain all this. No need to maintain any infrastructure, no need of any licenses, right? Everything in the cloud. Yes. So not only GCP, right? Not only GCP cloud, we have got many other cloud, various cloud service providers like AWS. We have got like AWS, Azure, GCP. We have got many other like Oracle Cloud, Salesforce, VMware, Liquid Web, Rackspace, DigitalOcean, right? In this way. But Most companies prefer AWS, Azure, and GCP. AWS, Azure, and GCP, among all that GCP, why GCP? Why I need to go for GCP? So here GCP is going to maintain the infrastructure. See, just now already you are aware about Gmail messages, how where they are stored, Google search engine, YouTube videos, the kind of infrastructure that is used for those, the same kind of infrastructure used for this, right? The same way GCP uses some infrastructure for storing our data and for computation. We store data, we retrieve data, we perform data analytics, right? We store, retrieve, we perform data analytics, we perform high availability, data stored in different places. If one server down, other servers will get the data from other servers. Your data is safe and secure, like Gmail, easy to scale. You can increase or decrease as per our requirement. Flexible features, it can fit to any level of organization, like big or small organizations or large or huge data. It offers scope of web applications, data analytics, machine learning, right? Why to choose GCP? Why not that Azure or AWS means? GCP is one of the and biggest network, fastest and biggest network in the world. Google has got its data centers throughout the world. Google has got data centers throughout the world. They are using high-end virtual machines. They are using high-end virtual machines. Secondly, petabyte, petabyte bandwidth, petabyte bandwidth, high performance. Because of this petabyte bandwidth, high performance you see. And here you can see separation of compute and storage. Compute and storage. Each individual virtual machine will have its separate RAM and its data storage. If data is stored in a single node, if it gets crashes, the data is lost. So here we can go with high availability. Course, it stores the copies of the across the multiple machines. Flexible pricing. Flexible pricing, right? It has got flexible pricing as compared with Azure or AWS, even discounted price for this long running workloads. Yes. You can see this customization, wide range of customization for any instance depending upon requirement, right? In cloud, we can create many instances for popular instance. We can customize depending upon the requirement. If you want 1 petabyte of storage, in that way you can customization is possible. Scalability. Scalability, easy to scale. Easy to scale means increasing and decreasing. Capacity increase and capacity decrease, right? And even like live migration. Live migration supports live migration of virtual machines. Whatever the existing system we have got, if you want to migrate to GCP, you can make without impacting the existing data. And also we have got many predefined, okay, machine learning and AI APIs, right? Just big data or ML. We have got inbuilt and predefined machine learning and AI APIs, right, in GCP. Pre-trials. Some services free for 3 months. Some services free for 1 year. Some services free for 3 months, some are free for 1 year, some are free for lifetime. Yes. So our data engineering services are the premium services. You will be getting free services for 3 months. You can just check with that. You can do the practicals. Okay. Customers, systems, migration. Big data ML, free trial, some services free for 3 months, some services free for 1 year, some services free for lifetime. Systems migration. Existing data migrations to GCP. This is very simple, right? All the existing systems migrating to GCP, right? If you talk about this data engineering, it's all about data. So data engineering, right? So it's all about the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using this data only, everything deals with the data. How we extract it, how to filter, how to transform, how to process, how to merge, how to sort the data, how to group the data, analyzing the data. So all about we deal with the data, filtering data, processing data, merging data, sorting data, grouping data, analyzing the data, all this, right? So generally data engineering, it involves how to extract the data from which data sources, what are the sources of the data, how to process the data, and what is the destination of the data. A data engineer, as compared with if you go back like 10 to 15 years back, we won't see any concept of data engineer. We have got ETL developer, but ETL developer, if it's traditional ETL developer as compared with this data engineer, so data engineer should be responsible for everything. A data engineer, he should be able to work with all varieties of data. He should be able to work with structured data. You should be able to work with unstructured data. You should be able to work with semi-structured. You should be able to work with NoSQL data. Should be able to work with streaming data, data which keeps on generating, data which keeps on incrementing. A data engineer designs and maintains an organization. An organization's entire data infrastructure. A data engineer designs and maintains an organization's entire data infrastructure. Data engineers with the help of cloud services work on data and make it work on data and make it structured and make it structured and data engineers with the help of data engineers with the help of cloud services work on data and make it structured and useful. Data engineers responsible for smooth data flow from the source to the destination. Okay. See, data on the other side, data scientist strategizes for the future, recommendations for the future, and data analyst summarizes and visualizes the data of the past. Data engineers does all the groundwork for data scientist and analyst. Okay. So if I talk about this GCP, Google Cloud Platform, GCP, the platform, it allows customers to have PaaS, to have customers like PaaS, Platform as a Service, IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service, and serverless computing. Serverless computing. So platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, serverless computing environments. Say a GCP data engineer, GCP data engineer, GCP data engineer designs, builds, maintains data pipelines using Google Cloud, GCP data engineer designs, builds, and maintains data pipelines using Google Cloud. Yes. Designs, builds, maintains data pipelines using Google Cloud. Data engineering is the process of transforming raw data into useful format, which then further analyzed by the different other teams. So here in the data engineering, cleansing, organizing, and manipulating data using pipelines are some of the key responsibilities of a data engineer, right? Yes. GCP, data engineer, roles and responsibilities. Designing, building, and maintaining data pipelines. Designing, building, and maintaining data pipelines. So some kind of scalable data ingestions and transformations process using these GCP services to move and process the data efficiently. Manage data storage. Designing, building, and maintaining data pipelines. Manage data storage. Managing data storage, some kind of optimized cloud-based data storage solutions like BigQuery for analytical, some kind of analytical workloads. And we have got a Google Cloud Storage for unstructured data. We got like a Google Cloud Storage for unstructured data, and we have got BigQuery for analytical workouts. Ensure and the roles of ensuring right data quality, ensuring the data quality, data validations, error checkings, cleaning process to maintain data quality, right? Optimizations, right? Fine tuning of these queries, database performance, and data pipelines for efficiency and reliability, right? Using the tools and techniques. And also, right, collaborating with data teams, collaborating with the data teams, right? Like a data scientist, working with the data scientist analyst and just for understanding their data requirements and just providing the data as per the requirements, providing data as per the requirements, monitoring data, monitoring data at each phase so that there is even monitoring the data, see that the data is available at each and every phase. and also like data security. Data security. Data should be secure at each step of the process without any data leaks or data exposures. Here, we can control the access, the security measures and controlling the access using IAM. IAM, Identity and Access Management. What is IAM? Identity and Access Management. Using this, we are able to access the controls and protecting the data. Yes, various GCP services or products. Various GCP services or products. Google Cloud Storage. Cloud storage. We have got cloud storage for storing the data. For storing the data. Secondly, BigQuery. BigQuery for fast querying. For fast querying, storage, and analysis of large data sets. BigQuery for fast querying, storage, and analysis of large data sets. Dataproc. Dataproc for big data processing. For big data processing. For big data processing and analytics. We have also got a Databricks. Databricks, one second. PySpark processing in GCP. PySpark processing in GCP. Data flow. For stream and batch data processing. Data flow for stream and batch data processing. Streaming data which keeps on generating, data which keeps on incrementing. Such data we call as stream data. Even batch analytics, batch processing, or batch application. User non-interactive applications. Cloud Composer. Automating and monitoring data pipelines. PubSub. For messaging and data ingestion. Yes, these are the main JCP data engineering service or products: cloud storage, BigQuery, Dataproc, Databricks, Dataflow, Cloud, and PubSub. Can just check with this course content what I'll be discussing, right? Yes. So here mainly 10 modules: GCP data engineering, GCP data engineering fundamentals, GC Google Cloud Storage, GCS, Cloud SQL for setting up a database, BigQuery for building data warehouse, Dataproc for big data processing, Databricks for PySpark processing, Dataflow, Apache Beam development, Google Cloud Composer for orchestration, Data Fusion, Data Integration Service, dbt, Airflow, and Terraform. Okay, so introduction to this Google Cloud Platform, GCP services and regions, IAM, Identity and access management, resource hierarchy, organizing folders, projects, building cost management. GCP data engineering fundamentals, data engineering roles, responsibilities, batch and real-time data processing, data lake and data warehouse, data mods, ELT, ETL and ELT, the difference, right? Getting started with GCP, getting the GCP account, using Google account, non-Google account, GCP projects and buildings, interacting with the GCP services through Cloud Shell, Cloud SDK, that is initializing G Cloud CLI, reinitialize Google Cloud Shell, storage and databases in GCP, cloud, see this, storage and databases like cloud storage, BigQuery, Cloud SQL, Cloud Spanner, Firestore, Bigtable, data modeling best practices. So in brief, Google Cloud Storage. Google Cloud Storage GCS setting up a data lake, starting with GCS and GCS creating GCS buckets, managing buckets in GCS, all different things what we do in GCS Google Cloud Storage. And next, Cloud SQL in brief, setting up a database. I'll be showing you on two databases, setting up a Postgres database and also like MySQL database, and how we create instances and how we can create different ways of interacting, right? These things. Data ingestion and integration, PubR sub, data flow, data proc, data processing and transformations, data warehousing and analytics. Right here, BigQuery in brief for building data warehouse. So getting started with CRUD operations, creating tables, running queries, drop tables, right? Yes. BigQuery for building data warehouse, right? Okay. Data proc for big data processing and ETL data pipelines using data proc. Databricks for PySpark processing in GCP, ELT pipeline using Databricks, integration of Spark on Dataproc and BigQuery, Dataflow Apache Beam development, Cloud PubBar Sub, Google Cloud Composer for data pipeline orchestration, Data Fusion, Data Cloud Functions, Terraform, data pipelines using dbt, Airflow, and BigQuery, right? Machine learning in GCP, security monitoring and governance, and real world GCP data engineering scenarios, right, as a project. So in brief, this will be discussed, right? These are the GCP data engineering course content, what we'll be discussing as part of this. And this offerings from my side, you will be uh, live session videos, right? So you'll be getting each and every session will be video record. You'll be getting that even if you miss the session, right? You can just go to the recording of this and clear soft copy of notes. Soft copy of notes, right? Yes. Assignments and tasks to work. Assignments or tasks to work. And a WhatsApp group. A WhatsApp group for technical discussions. Or if you got any errors, you can just take the snap and post in the WhatsApp group. Interview questions. Around 100 interview questions. Live interactive hands-on sessions. If you want to, you can do the practicals along with me. Practically, the tasks you can do along with me. If you any errors, you can just share the screen. Live interactive hands-on sessions. So here the prerequisites for this, like Python, basic Python is required, basic SQL. Yes. You will be provided with the videos of this Python. Even I'll be discussing about the basic Python syntaxes. Python videos, MySQL videos. So you'll be getting access to this Python and MySQL videos, right? And also Linux videos. So you'll be getting free access to this once you get enrolled to this course. People who doesn't have knowledge in this Python, MySQL, and Linux will be getting access to this. As part of the course, that basic Linux commands I'll be discussing. Basic Python syntaxes I'll be discussing, right? These are the offerings from our side. So duration, duration for this, right? Yes. Duration 12 months. Sorry, 12 weeks. Duration will be 10 to 12 weeks, right? Yes. 10 to 12 weeks. It's a weekend batch. It's a weekend batch, 10 to 12 weeks. So we'll be discussing in brief about all these things in brief, right? About all the components what we have said. Saturday it will be for 2 hours, Sunday it will be for 2 hours, right? 2 hours on Saturdays and Sunday. So it's a weekend batch. We'll be discussing about all this, right? And no need to take. We have got free subscription where you can work with it. 3 months free access will be provided once you take free subscription, right? I'll just demonstrate about those things, right? So from next week we'll be starting with the actual things, right? Just today, this is a demo introductory session. What we'll be discussing, what is the course content and what GCP data engineering, right? So if you talk, if you see the job market, right? Data engineering, this data engineering and data science are the two things, right? Which has got great boom in today's, right? Yes. And that too, data engineering with any cloud, GCP, not only I'm talking about GCP, whether it is Azure or Google, right? Whatever it is, has got great boom. Even if you have got a good command on this, right? You can command for that. You can command and you can just, even if you say the pay scales also 1.5 times more than the other technologies, right? 1.5 times more than the other technologies. Yes. And see, according to the pay scales also, data engineers has got the highest average salary as closely as the data scientist. The two highest paying jobs, data engineer and data scientists, right, as I said. So if you take data engineers, so if you talk many companies like Facebook, Intel, Microsoft, Amazon are interested in hiring data engineers at a great salary packages, even like tech giants like Google, Apple, Cognizant, Walmart are offering high paying jobs to data engineers. There is a great huge requirement for the data engineers. Same way, they'll be expecting a good command on this technicals, right? So during this course, you'll be getting all that, right? Everything is practical oriented. Nothing is we'll be working with, we'll be discussing many working examples. Fine. A typical 4+ years of experience person, how much knowledge he has got, that much of knowledge you people will be gaining once the end of this course. Right? Any queries you got? Anyone? So next session will be on next Saturday. So the next session is going to be on next Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday it's a weekend batch. From the next Saturday we'll be starting with the things. So get enrolled for getting the. So for next Saturday the link will be changed. You're supposed to get enrolled for getting the link to your mail. You'll be getting one next Saturday. You'll be added to the WhatsApp group. You'll be getting videos to your Google Drive. You'll be getting notes to your mails. Right? Right. Any other queries you got? Anyway.
I will be covering each and every topic in depth with the real-time scenarios.
Yes. That's why we are spending 3 months, right? Around three
Yeah,
months, 12 weeks.
yeah. If a development job is running for a long time like that,
So
we
even
need to, yeah, we need to increase or decrease that number of executants like that.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Definitely, I'll be dealing with those. We'll be discussing, right? Everything will be practicals. You can do the things parallel along with me, and sometimes I'll be taking some bigger sessions also, like 3 hours, 3.5 hour sessions. I'll pre-plan. I'll just pre-intimate you whenever I'm taking some bigger sessions, like 3 hours, 3.5 sessions, so that when we discuss more number of examples, whenever we discuss things, we will be expecting more time. Some sessions I'll be taking some bigger sessions. Okay.
Okay. And coming to that DLP, it's a small topic like that, or just for security, it will be covering for what purpose? CME, KK, like that.
Yeah, I'll be discussing in brief.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so these are the offerings from my side. That is the course content. So everything in brief, step by step, we'll be discussing. Session video, soft copy of the notes, and WhatsApp group interview questions and this. Okay, so we'll start the course from the next Saturday onwards. So try to get enrolled for getting all these things, right? Thank you all for your time. If I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, yes. Meet you on next Saturday. Fine. So you can see a big message is
Hello,
given
sir.
by this. Yeah. There is a big message you can see in the Z- Zoom chart, right? See, the course content details is provided, the contact details of this online team is provided, the payment details is provided, and the people generally they'll get enrolled, but they'll forget to share the screenshot to that mail ID. They're given a note there. So once you get enrolled, try to send the screenshot of the payment to this mail ID that is forwarded. Then only they'll be forwarding you the link, right? Yes. Yeah, some query was asked, right?
Yeah, just wanted to know, is it also available on AWS, means AWS data engineering like that?
So I'll see there are batches on this GCP data engineering and Azure data engineering and AWS. No. Many people generally mostly asking for this GCP and Azure data engineering.
Okay, so you mean AWS is not that much widely used for engineering, data
No,
engineering?
no, no, no. It was previously it was used a lot. In 2020, 21, 22, people used to ask a lot, right, on this data engineering and using AWS.
Okay.
Now at this point, GCP data engineering and Azure they are used. Means generally students are asking a lot for these courses. Generally, we'll be running more batches for this GCP and Azure data engineering.
Okay. And sorry, if I missed, what will be the timing for the batches?
So Saturday will be Saturday evening 2 hours, Sunday evening 2 hours will be.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Sometimes I'll be increasing to 2.5 hours to 3 hours also. Okay. Fine. Whenever we go with the practicals, instead of stopping in the middle of the practicals, we'll keep going, right? Sometimes 2.5 hours, 3 hour sessions will be there. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
I have one query. How the data injected into the GCS from local system means one of the platform. So how it is injected?
So from the local system, the local files, you can just upload it.
Mhm.
Buckets will be creating buckets, right? There are
No,
multiple
no,
within the
that
buckets. Yes.
uh,
We will be having upload option where you can
no.
upload any types.
In case of migration, like it's a continuous process, like it's a certain times that file is come. So that time,
Files migration you're talking.
no, from on-prem to BQ migration, how it will
So
work?
yes. From the multiple ways are there. Multiple ways are there, right? Multiple. I'll be discussing 4 ways are there. I'll be discussing as part of our course, right? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. So from next Saturday we'll be starting. So get enrolled. We'll be discussing all the things in brief. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you on next Saturday. Fine.